The God Man full
Hi, Joel.
film.
Thank you so much for meeting with us today. We understand this is the first time you've wanted to talk about this in over a decade, so we're really honored.
Yeah, of course. I think it's time.
Maybe just introduce yourself and then take it away. We want to hear it all from you.
All right.
Hi, yeah, I'm Jonah Wiseman. I am an astronomer. I'm the astronomer that discovered the God Man, as he's commonly known. It's not the name I gave him, but it's
It's
the
the
one
one
that's
that
stuck.
stuck. The
At the time,
Nun,
I
bro.
was conducting research at the Lake Observatory as an observational
Oh, talking about this one.
astrogeologist. I was
It's a
there
vape,
from
bro.
1961 to 1985. It was October 4th, 1963, and I spotted this totally strange shape, like a thick semicircle. It was fairly far off, but
It's a
it
Roblox
was
game.
definitely very big. It was moving very slowly, only about 500 kilometers an hour, and after a month of observations, we knew that there was a really good chance that it was on course to here, to Earth. As it moved in closer, the rotation of the object began to reveal to us that it was much taller than it was wide. We estimated it was about 20 kilometers tall. And the angle that we discovered it on was more like a top view, if you will. And as it rotated, it was hard to ignore that it really did, in fact, look like a humanoid. A head, a torso, arms, legs, hands, feet. Well, one foot, the other one broke off. We suspect. There was a lot of debate about what to do. If something this big were to collide with Earth, it would be, well, be problematic, to say the least. There was talk of nuking it, however, here we had our first potential evidence of extraterrestrial life. We needed more information. Was this a living being? Was it a corpse? Was it a vessel? Or just a very fancy rock? If this was living, it wasn't moving around, just statically drifting, but it could have been sleeping or in stasis. We just didn't know, and many folks certainly didn't want to enrage something so big if it was just asleep. Fortunately, time was on our side, so we sent a probe. When the probe sent the photos back, we were in awe. This was no fancy rock. The scans and photos determined that the material that it was made of was very thin and definitely organic. The likelihood of it being alive currently seemed extraordinarily slim, and we could tell that there was no chance it would make it through our atmosphere
Without
burn
burning
up.
up.
We decided to leave it be and monitor it. Over 6 years, as it inched ever closer, eventually, with the naked eye, you were able to see this long shape in the sky, like a stick that appeared to be about half the size of the moon. But with the telescope, you're really able to make out the length of the limbs, the head, and even the small details in the face. And though it had the shape of a man, its face was more like a cross between an insect and a fish. And then every few months, as it rotated, it would go nearly invisible, only to reveal itself once again.
Mom looking around too much. I was looking at the Twitch chat, bro. My fault. My fault, bro, for looking around, bro. Whole milk. Where you getting from the dispo? My grandma. Ooh. Sorry for your loss, twin.
Soon after the media coined his name, I began to greet him in the evenings. Sarcastically at first, "Oh, good evening, God man." But over time, with more sincerity, every night I was excited to see how much bigger he'd become in my lens. As he began to approach, we assembled a crew to send up in a
We
shuttle
all
to
gotta do
take
a ghost
samples.
company.
We needed
Low
to
key,
get
bro. I gotta figure out how to get my Discord
into the
camera to work, bro.
and navigate
Now if my
the
Discord
object.
camera working, bro, we can do
Even
that.
with modern technology, that's quite a task.
We can probably do that on the
Over the
when
next
we
few
start
months, he
the
moved past the moon and now appeared to be a little taller
fucking
than it. One evening, the God Man was actually
follow with
silhouetted
thing.
by the full moon. This spectacle only lasted for a few moments, but it was so eerie and extraordinary. It's truly hard to describe the impact that it had on
Where the
me.
fuck did my Discord go?
After so many years of observing the God-Man, I began to rely on him, depend on him.
For what?
I was counting the days when he would finally arrive and bring with him the wondrous answers of the universe. We speculated so much about him, about what it would mean when we finally got close enough to take samples, when he was close enough to really see him in clarity. The shuttle expedition made it up, but their trajectory was miscalculated, mistimed. We overshot him by 200 kilometers.
Ooh, that backwards one hard. And you got a beaver? Bro, you're stacked up,
We
bruh.
blew our one shot to gather samples.
You're stacked up with bongs, bruh.
When the shuttle passed near him,
That shit
managed
hard
to
as
shoot a video.
hell.
now, when we had sent the probe, it only photographed the front. But when the shuttle got up there, they found that what we had initially thought was just a long divot turned out to be a split all the way down his back. And you could see that it was completely hollow. All the God-Man ever was a shedded skin or a shell.
Wait, what?
They found that what we had initially thought was just a long divot
One of you can create your
turned
own
out to be a
website by
split all the way down his back. And you could see that it was completely hollow. All the God-Man ever was a shedded skin or a
What?
shell.
I did not see that coming.
I think that's really the part that didn't sit well with most people. We wanted answers, and it just didn't bring any. It only made the unsettling conclusion that there is in fact alien life of some kind. And whatever left this behind is very, very big. And now it's even bigger. We can only speculate that he most likely left it behind because he outgrew it. And then finally, it entered our atmosphere. Anyone who saw it that day agrees that as it burned,
Alright, I just clicked on it. I'm gonna
we
pull it up
saw
next. I had to see what the
we'd
video
never
was.
seen before. The cameras couldn't capture it, but I'll never forget it. This thing, 20 kilometers long, burned up in entirely 6 minutes.
Wow.
I found myself almost greeting him in the evenings for a long time after that. Eventually I stopped. I'd only been at the observatory for 2 years when I spotted him.
Damn.
No one expects something like this in this field. No one expects to be known as the guy who
Quiet
discovered alien life.
apocalypse.
I mean, at the time it was the dream, but fame for such a thing can prove to be
Challenging.
challenging.
I don't know why I finished this sentence.
Do you sometimes still think about the God-Man?
It is a hard thing to shake. From when he was first spotted, the God-Man took around 8 years to arrive to Earth. Those 8 years were some of the best of my life. Every single day I was filled with excitement and joy and anticipation. It was like Christmas morning over and over. And as soon as he arrived, he evaporated nearly instantly.
Dang.
I spent the next 14 years looking in that region for something more. More information, another sighting. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe one day. It still keeps me up at night.
Blink. Yo, blink. I
Many
blink.
people
Good
found it
boy.
scary, but I
Keep
found
blinking for.
God gave me hope.
Good boy. 3 V's, bro.
That night,
Blinker.
looking at him in
No
the
way has
photo,
blueberry watermelon. Good
it
straight.
felt like someone was looking back at us. For one small moment,
We went
we weren't
to.
alone. I wasn't afraid. I was soothed.
Wow. I don't know what to even think about that video. It's pretty smooth though. It's pretty smooth.